Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 5-day-per-week Wisdom and Legacy podcast. This is day 518 of our trek, and today is Philosophy Friday. Every Friday, we will ponder some of the basic truths and mysteries in life and how they can impact us in creating our living legacy. Currently, we are on an extended multi-week trek as we explore the teachings of some of my virtual mentors such as Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, and Earl Nightingale. The core of the current trek is based primarily on Jim Rohn's book, The 5 Major Pieces to the Life Puzzle. I have learned a considerable amount reading and rereading this book on my own trek of life, and I trust that it will benefit you also. In keeping in continuity with Wisdom Trek, I have adapted it to the 5 Trails on Life's Trek. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. Our 5 children, their spouses, and our 6 grandchildren will all be in this weekend for our delayed Christmas celebration. Whenever possible, we like to get everyone together at the same time, and this works well for us. Having children that love each other and desire to be together is a real blessing. It should be a busy remainder of January, which includes a trip for me back to the construction project in Arizona the last week of the month. If all goes as planned and the project work remains steady, I will be investing 1 week per month in Arizona during this year. Of course, with the ebbs and flows of any business, it is subject to our workload and the activities surrounding the project. One thing that we don't want to happen is to get stuck at the base of the mountain through inactivity, but proactively taking action steps toward success. As we consider the activities that we're engaged in, our trek today continues to be in sync with this philosophy. We continue on our 3rd trail of this extended trek, which is the Trail of Activity. If you've missed any of the past Philosophy Friday treks, it would be good to go back and review them and get caught up on our progress so far. We have a lot of ground to cover today, so let's break camp and continue on the 3rd trail of this extended trek as we cover the 5 Trails on Life's Trek, Activity Part 2. As a reminder, our overall extended trek will cover these 5 trails: philosophy, attitude, activity, results, and lifestyle. The first area we want to look at today is being stuck at the base of the mountain. If you do have a sincere desire for progress, then you are compelled to find every possible means to implement all that you know and feel. You must find ways to demonstrate on the outside all the values that you possess on the inside. Otherwise, your values will remain unappreciated and your talents unrewarded. Why some people fail and other people succeed can be baffling. Sometimes it may even seem unfair. We all know good people who have a good education and a sincere desire to make something of themselves. They are good parents, honest employees, and loyal friends. Yet despite their knowledge, feelings, and desires, they continue to lead lives of quiet desperation. They should have so much more than they do, but they seem to receive so little. Then there are those who always seem to receive so much and yet merit so little. They have no education, they have a poor attitude about themselves and other people, and they are often dishonest and unethical. The only thing that they seem to share in common with those that should do well but do poorly is a sincere desire to get ahead. Despite their lack of virtues, knowledge, and appreciation, these people often seem to come out on top. Why is it that some good people seem to have so little while the dishonest seem to have so much? Why is it that the drug dealers and the mob members and the criminal element in our society are driving the Rolls Royces, while many good people are struggling to make payments on their inexpensive compacts? If your desire to succeed is as strong as theirs, and if you have the added virtues of a philosophical refinement and emotional sophistication, why are you not doing better than they are? The answer to these questions are not always easy, but it might be that you are not working as hard at achieving your goals as they are. Maybe you do not take all that you are to the marketplace and put it to work. Maybe they do. Maybe you do not stay up late at night developing your new plans to achieve your dreams and work hard all day to make sure those dreams become a reality. Maybe they do. Maybe you do not learn all that you possibly can about your industry and your markets, and maybe they do. Maybe you do not make every effort to get around the right sources of influence, to associate with those people that can help you achieve your goals, and maybe they do. While you are dreaming about the promise of future, maybe they are doing something about it. Granted, they may be doing the wrong things, but they are doing it consistently and with an intensity of level commitment that would put many of us to shame. Evil always rushes in to fill the void created by the absence of good. The only thing that's necessary for evil to triumph is for good people to do nothing. And unfortunately, that is what many good people choose to do. It is our lack of intense, disciplined activity that allows evil to flourish and good men to flounder. If life does not seem fair sometimes, we have no one to blame but ourselves. Imagine how different your world would be if you made a commitment right now to put into action all that you currently are, wherever you currently are, and whatever you currently have. What if you gave 100% commitment to your job, to your family, to your community? What if, starting right now, you began to read the books, replace errors in discipline, and associate with people who have stimulating ideas? What if, starting right now, you converted your dreams into plans and your plans into refined activities that would lead toward achievement of your goals? What an incredible difference that you could make. In no time at all, you would have evil on the run and the good would be rushing in to recapture its rightful place. What a life you could share with your family. A life filled with challenge, excitement, and achievement. What an inheritance that you could leave for the next generation. An inheritance that includes a wealth of virtue, integrity, and substance with which to build a whole new world, all because you cared enough to do something with your life and put your skills and talents to work. The next area we want to look at is harnessing the vision for your future. Let's use this example. Niagara Falls is one of the most breathtaking spectaculars in all the world. Every hour, thousands of tons of water flow along the Niagara River and cascade down several hundred feet of rock into churning, raging waters below. Through man's ingenuity, this powerful force of the falling water has been harnessed and now provides an important energy source for hundreds of thousands of people. So think about it this way. Your own dreams can be as breathtaking and powerful as the wonders of nature, but they must also be harnessed and converted in some form of energy if they are to have any value to yourself and to the world around you. Otherwise, they will remain only an exciting, untapped spectacle of the human imagination. You say you want to succeed, but sooner or later, your level of activity must equal your level of intent. Talking about achievement is one thing. Making it happen is something altogether different. Some people seem to take more joy in talking about their success than they do in work at achieving it. It is through the ritualistic chant that someday lulls them into a false sense of security, and all the things that they should be doing and could be doing on any given day never seem to get done. The consequences of this self-delusion has its own inevitable price. Sooner or later, the day will arrive when they look back with regret at all the things that they could have done and meant to do, but left undone. That is why you must push yourself in the present and experience the mild pain of discipline. You will experience one pain or the other, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. But the difference is that the pain of discipline only weighs ounces, while the pain of regret weighs tons. Productive activity requires that you proactively take action. If you do not, you will find yourself stuck at the base of the mountain, looking at the glorious heights, but no closer to the summit. You must harness that activity and match it to your vision and dreams. Push the activity of evil aside and fill the chasm with good activity so that you can positively impact your world. In the letter that James, the half-brother of Jesus, wrote, replace the word faith with vision and dreams as we apply this teaching from chapter 2, verses 14 through 17. What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith but you don't show it with your actions? Can this kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say, goodbye and have a good day. Stay warm and eat well. But then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? You see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless. We are deliberately taking our trek slowly on the 5 trails on life's trek as we continue our hike on the trail of activity. Today we learn we must get unstuck from the base of the mountain and take action. If we do not, action taken by those who are evil will fill the void. We must put our visions into action through good activities. Next Philosophy Friday, we will continue on the trail of activity and explore why enterprise is better than ease and learning the proper balance between activity and rest. Join us next Friday for these additional insights. I know that you'll find them interesting and profitable in living your rich and satisfying life. Our next trek on Monday, we will continue our new series called The Tools in Gramps' Backpack, where we will equip you with the tools needed to impact the lives of others. So encourage your family and friends to join us, and then come along with us on Monday for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past daily treks or read the associated journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and then leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you on Monday.